In this one, I'm going to tell you why I don't use Evernote anymore and which app I'm now using for all of my note-taking, my ideas, brainstorming, shopping lists, well, everything. I used to be an Evernote evangelist. Like, really, I used to do workshops at co-working spaces here in Atlanta, helping people leverage Evernote for everything business related. I feel like Evernote had a great free product, and then they realized they needed to start monetizing it. Now, nothing wrong with making some money. So they kept stuffing the app with more features that really no one was asking for, like a chat feature to talk with people through Evernote and other ones, and it just started making the app more clunky, and they started pushing people harder to upgrade. And the app was just getting too clunky, like to just jot down a simple note. And at this point, I think the app is just too much for most people, including myself. And another app has really been adding a lot of features over the last few years, and that's Apple Notes. So as of January 2019, Apple Notes is now my go-to note-taking app for everything. And I want to show you all the reasons why I left Evernote and I'm using Apple Notes. And last thing before I get into the reasons why I'm using Apple Notes now, there's one reason that's kind of hard to articulate. Like when you're using an app, I'm just gonna go Marie Kondo on this. Like, you gotta ask yourself, does it spark joy?
Touch the item that sparks joy for you. You feel,
like really, is it fun to use? Are there little surprises in the app? And I feel like this app is just light. Like it just does what you need it to do, and you're not having to work to to use the app. So I think Apple's really nailed it with a balance of simplicity, yet giving you the core features that a note app should have. Okay, so the first reason why I'm using Apple Notes now is speed. Like speed. It is super, super fast. And I think speed is one of the most important measures of a note-taking app. How long does it take you to open the app and start jotting down a note? That's really important when you're in a meeting, you're meeting up, you're talking with someone, you just want to jot something down real quick. And not only is it great for just that note taking, but also for syncing. I've got over 2,500 notes in my app, and syncing is blazing fast, whether I'm on my iPad or my iPhone or my Mac. Second reason is that it's free. You guys know that I don't mind paying for apps, but when the Notes app is not just free, but also it's using your iCloud storage. So if you're already paying for iCloud storage, you're not having to come out of pocket anymore to use this app. All right, the third is organization. Now, who needs to organize? Like, have you seen my Inbox Zero video? Organization is dead. Long live search. And the Notes app search is great. Sometimes you do want to maybe subcategorize notes, and Apple Notes does have folders where you can throw, certain types of notes. One place where Evernote does have an edge is on what you can search in the app. Evernote really took the cake when they could search through pictures that you took. Now, Apple Notes can search, text, and then it can search handwriting that you do with your Apple Pencil in the note. But in my experience, it is not great at searching through images. So with Evernote, you could take a picture of a whiteboard or of a package label, and that becomes searchable in Evernote. So it's one of those things that, yeah, sure, I miss, but I don't miss it enough to keep using Evernote, So that's one thing I miss, and hopefully Apple will, they are adding more machine learning algorithms to searching in different apps, like Photos, for example. Their Spotlight is getting better. So maybe one day they could also search through our photos. Last thing on organization, Apple Notes does not have tags. So if you loved to tag things in Evernote, Apple Notes won't have that. But listen, when search works so well, I haven't missed tags at all. Okay, the last major reason is sharing. Whoa, Apple nailed this. Evernote sharing was always a little complicated, and then they built in chat to it. Chat, really? It was awful. And with Apple Notes, it is so easy just to tap the add button to add someone new and invite them using their iCloud address, and the syncing is instant. In the early days, there were sync conflicts occasionally, but now I haven't seen a sync conflict when two people are editing in over a year. And now I use the sharing for work, whenever the team and I are working on brainstorming or something coming up, but even for shopping lists. This is probably what I use it for the most when my dearest wife is is updating the shopping list while I'm at the grocery store or vice versa, it makes it super cool. And then whenever someone is updating those notes, the other person can see in real time what is being updated. I love it when Apple gets something right, and whenever it just works. And in this case, I think with Apple Notes, Apple has nailed it. It would take a really different special app to peel me away from Notes, because it hits all of the core functions that I need, and I think most people need in a note-taking app, and it's done in a real kind of light, easy way too. Now, we barely scratched the surface with Apple Notes. I just wanted to kind of go over what I used to like in Evernote, and now how Apple Notes does that the same or better. But I think we could go a lot deeper with Apple Notes. So I'm gonna have a top 10 favorite features of Notes next week. So stick around for that. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. When you do subscribe, hit the bell so that you get notified every time we come out with a new episode. We're trying to make tech simple and improve your life with all the best tips and tools that we have from the field. So if you have any questions, let us know in the comments. We'd love to help. Or if you have any other cool note apps, let us know too. I'm always looking for new note apps, even though, pretty happy where I am now. So we'll see you guys next week.